Good morning, students of class 9. Welcome back to Division Physics classes. In our previous physics class, we discussed there the idea of distance and displacement. Today, we like to discuss the concept of speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. Now see the board very carefully. Speed. What is speed? Speed of an object is defined as distance traveled by the object per unit time. So therefore, the distance traveled by an object per unit time is known as the speed of the object. Speed of the object. Mathematically, you can write speed equal distance by time. Distance by time. That is v equal s by t. S by t. Now, from the mathematical definition of speed, we are able to see that speed is related with distance and time. Both of them are the scalar quantity. That's why you can say speed is also a scalar quantity. Also a scalar quantity. And the SI unit is, the distance SI unit is meter divided by time SI unit is second. That's why meter per second. And the CGS unit is centimeter per second. Centimeter per second. Now student, regarding the speed, একটা কথা খুব ভালো করে মনে রাখবে, the speed of a moving object never becomes zero. Never becomes zero means whenever any object is in motion, the speed of the object never becomes zero. Now, the speed are classified into three categories. Number one, uniform speed. Number two, non-uniform speed. And number three, average speed. এবার আমরা এইগুলো এক এক করে জানবো। দেখো, ইউনিফর্ম স্পিড। ছবিটা ভালো করে দেখো, ফিগারটা ভালো করে দেখো। An object here is moving from A to B for which travel a distance of 3 meter in 2 seconds. Similarly দেখো, B to C 3 meter 2 seconds. C to D distance is 3 meter, time is 2 seconds. D to E the distance is 3 meter, time is 2 seconds. So from here we can say, here the object covers equal distances in equal interval of time. So during that type of motion, the speed of the object is said to be uniform speed. Uniform speed. Now non-uniform speed. এবার দেখো, a moving object covers a distance of 5 meter in 3 seconds from A to B. তারপরে দেখো, B to C 2 meter 1 second. তারপরে দেখো, C to D distance is 4 meter, কত সময় গেছে 5 সেকেন্ড। তারপরে দেখো, D to E কত ডিস্টেন্স গেছে 3 মিটার 4 সেকেন্ডে। তাহলে দেখো, এই জায়গায় স্পিড হলো A to B স্পিড হলো 5/3, B to C স্পিড হলো 2/1, C to D স্পিড হলো 4/5 and D to E স্পিড হলো 3/4. So means here, with respect to time, whenever a moving object covers unequal distances in unequal interval of time such that the moving object having a variable speed, and that kind of speed is known as the non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed মানে এই জায়গায় মুভিং অবজেক্টের স্পিডটা সেম নয়, টাইমের রেসপেক্টে স্পিডটা চেঞ্জেবল। দ্যাট কাইন্ড অফ স্পিড ইজ কল্ড non-uniform speed. Now number 3, average speed. Average speed. দেখো, একটা জিনিস মনে রাখবে, whenever the object is moving with non-uniform speed, আমি যদি তোমাদের জিজ্ঞাসা করি what is the speed of object, you are not able to say the answer. Why? Because with respect to time, speed is changeable here is not fixed. Okay, that's why you are not able to give the answer. What is the speed of object? Now, at that situation, so you have to say the average speed of the object. Average speed of the object. So what do you mean by average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken. Total distance traveled by total time taken. This ratio actually is known as the average speed. Is known as the average speed. দেখো কতগুলো পার্টিকুলার সিচুয়েশনে অ্যাভারেজ স্পিড বের করার ফর্মুলা তোমাকে ভালো করে জানতে হবে, যেগুলো আমাদের নিউমেরিক্যাল করতে কাজে লাগবে। সি দ্য সিচুয়েশন 1. Let an object covers a distance h1 in time t1, h2 distance in time t2, h3 distance in time t3. তাহলে এই ধরনের মোশনের সময় অবজেক্টের অ্যাভারেজ স্পিড কত যদি বলি বের করো, কি করে করবে? আমরা ডেফিনেশন জানি, অ্যাভারেজ স্পিড ইকুয়াল টোটাল ডিস্টেন্স ট্রাভেল বাই টোটাল টাইম টেকেন। তাহলে টোটাল ডিস্টেন্স কত হবে গো? s1 plus s2 plus s3. দেখো s1 plus s2 plus s3 divided by total time taken. What is total time? t1 plus t2 plus t3. দেখো t1 plus t2 plus t3. So this is a formula for finding the average speed in this situation. এইবার দেখো an object is moving with a speed v1 for the time t1, moving with a speed v2 for the time t2, and moving with a speed v3 for the time t3. তাহলে এই ধরনের সিচুয়েশনে তুমি কি করে অ্যাভারেজ স্পিড বের করবে? আমার ডেফিনেশন এক, টোটাল ডিস্টেন্স বাই টোটাল টাইম টেকেন। সো হোয়াট ইজ দ্য ডিস্টেন্স ট্রাভেল ফর দ্য ইন্টারভ্যাল t1? We know distance is equal speed into time. So therefore here the distance is v1 t1. Here the distance is v2 t2. Here the distance is v3 t3. So therefore for this situation average speed equal v1 t1 plus v2 t2 plus v3 t3. That is a total distance by total time t1 plus t2 plus t3. t1 plus t2 plus t3. Now see another situation. ধরো একটা মুভিং অবজেক্ট s1 ডিস্টেন্স গেছে উইথ এ স্পিড v1, s2 ডিস্টেন্স গেছে উইথ এ স্পিড v2, s3 ডিস্টেন্স গেছে উইথ এ স্পিড v3. তাহলে এই সিচুয়েশনে অ্যাভারেজ স্পিড কত? ডেফিনিশন এক, টোটাল ডিস্টেন্স বাই টোটাল টাইম। হোয়াট ইজ দ্য টোটাল ডিস্টেন্স? s1 plus s2 plus s3. See, s1 plus s2 plus s3 by total time. Now from here, using this formula, time equal distance by speed. So therefore here the time is s1 by v1, here the time is s2 by v2, here the time is s3 by v3. So therefore here total distance by total time, that is s1 by v1 plus s2 by v2 plus s3 by v3. So these are the three different situations you have to remember for finding the average speed of a moving object. Now student, we will discuss about velocity. So what is velocity? Velocity of an object is defined as displacement of the object per unit time. Okay, so therefore for any moving object the displacement of the object per unit time is known as the velocity. তাহলে mathematically velocity equal displacement by time. That is v vector, it is a vector sign. V vector is equal s vector by time. Okay, so therefore as velocity related with displacement, displacement which is a vector quantity. That's why you can say velocity is also a vector quantity, To represent a vector quantity, you can use an arrow over the quantity, This represent velocity is a vector quantity, this represent displacement is a vector quantity. Now, SI unit displacement is meter, by time is second, so meter by second, and CGS unit is centimeter by second, so that is a unit of velocity. Now, like speed, the velocity are also classified as uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity and average velocity. Now first one, uniform velocity. ফিগারটা মন দিয়ে দেখো, an object is moving from A to B for which displacement of the object is 3 meter and for that displacement takes a time 2 seconds. ওকে, এখানে দেখো অবজেক্ট একটা নির্দিষ্ট দিক বরাবর যাচ্ছে, এই অ্যারোটা রিপ্রেজেন্ট করছে দ্য ডাইরেকশন অফ মোশন ইজ A to D. ওকে, দেখো B to C যাওয়ার জন্য ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট 3 মিটার, একই সময় 2 সেকেন্ড, আবার C to D যাওয়ার জন্য দেখো ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট 3 মিটার, সময় 2 সেকেন্ড। তাহলে from here we can say the object covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, so therefore velocity of the object is uniform velocity. Now non-uniform velocity, এই জায়গায় ফিগার দেখো, অবজেক্ট A থেকে B তে গেছে, যার জন্য ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট 5 মিটার, টাইম লেগেছে 3 সেকেন্ড, সো হিয়ার ভেলোসিটি ইজ 5/3. Here velocity from B to C 2/1 and from C to D velocity is 4/5. Now from this figure you can say the moving object covers unequal displacement in unequal interval of time. Then the velocity of the object is said to be non-uniform velocity. And when the object is moving with non-uniform velocity, you cannot say the proper velocity of the object, you have to say the average velocity of the object, which is average velocity is equal total displacement by total time taken, So regarding this average velocity, one thing you have to remember that average velocity of a moving object may becomes 0. For example, suppose an object is moving in a circular path. For one complete rotation, we know that displacement of the object is 0. So as the displacement is 0, for one complete rotation you can say the average velocity of the object is also 0. Now student, go through this video very carefully. If you face any problem, you can contact with me. Thank you.